Hi, race fans, here we go. Spartan Sim Racing Truck Series here tonight. This ought to be a good one. Lucas Oil, kind of a shorter style track, but we got the trucks here tonight. Been doing the Cup Series, up a little bit here to the trucks. Here, qualifying in the way. Let's see who puts this thing on pole here tonight. So far, Ben Stevens, he's the man. Looking strong. Stay tuned. Looks like Ben, man's gonna hang on that top spot for right now. We got Art Nick, man, right behind him. Westwood, Dickerson, Sailors. Man, that's good so far. Yeah, I say Lucas Oil is a short track, but it's actually kind of a mile track. So it is actually, I think, over a mile. It'll be considered not quite short, kind of short big. Little big, let's say that. Look at old Dave Fuse, man, getting up there. Hold on to it. Uh-oh, Dave. Strong in the truck. Love to see it. Let me hear who your favorite driver is. Rooting for, pulling for. Who you got out here tonight? Spartan Sim Racing League. Hey, if you're looking for a good league, go check these guys out. Put on a good show. They got a good community over here. And if you're looking for some good graphics, check out Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Need your paint done here. Want to look flashy. Racetrack. Boys to get you fixed up. A warm up. Stay tuned. Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Up, Cody. Let me refresh and see. How's that? Sometimes trading paints, you know, it takes a minute. It, you know, has its own mind. I could do this too. Hang on a second. Re-download all the paints. Now, obviously, they won't change until they come out of the pits, but we'll see. So what car or truck are you in there, Cody? It's yeah. You got to come out of the pits for it to show up first, but still showing you in a red truck right now. What are you supposed to be in? Oh no, there's a green truck. Is that it? That it? Got it, green and black. There you go. How's that? Well, I got it. Look, look. How's this look? That it? Told you we'd try. That it right there? How's that? Yeah, I had to reset trading paints. So, in some reason, trading paints here lately has just been goofy. I don't know why. You know, I had to reset it, and so far, yeah, it looks fire, man. I like that. SSR on the side. There you go, Cody, man. Gonna look good out there on the track, ain't you? Yeah. That means everybody else should be Mike Jones, Mikael Jones, by the way. I say Jones. He's got a wild paint job. Nice little white machine there. That's Yost. Warm up. Guys are gonna get on the track, man, see what they can do. Let you watch the sights and sounds here. All right, here we go. Line them up, grid them up. We're going racing here tonight. This is going to be good. Lucas Oil Truck Series. Oh, Kevin Martin. This in the grid. That puts Dave out front. All right. Do Yost. Pace car's about to kick us in gear here and get us going here at Lucas. Got the Oreo man out there beside of him. Got the Spartan with Oreos. Yeah. All right, pace cars in, going green here tonight. See your drivers, because it's about to be a wild one. Spartan Sim Racing League here. Green flag's about to fly. We're in the air racing. Well, I don't know about that outside. Beat that first lap, man. Dave, he's able to hold on to it. Good shot right here from Sellers. Like the outside's not too bad, but I don't know if that's the place you want to be. See, you're going way up the track right there. Holloman is. Go on to that thing. Now he's going to scoot it down there on the bottom side. Got Fuge out front in this one. Stevens. Westwood. Everybody single file right now. This is kind of how you have to pass at this track. One by one. There's Cody. Back, taking the wall down. Almost took Superman with him. Huggins. Up front, little passing. Westwood. Oh, we got a truck around the back. We were just talking about Superman and he spins. Able to hang on going. No caution. You ain't see what happened. I think he just lost it. The man in front there get driving the turn too hard. Yep, out on the gas too soon. Had it held there and then went to mowing the grass a little bit. He did a little weed eating, that's all. No big deal. Oh, he went back off the track again. No, so he came back on. Okay, same wreck. Not the night he won. Dave is, he's having a good one so far out front. Holloman, right there along with him. Trying to come in the backside. Right along here with him. Let's see what it looks like. Dave Holloman right there with him. Huggins off the track again. Wow. Not sure what's going on with him, but I think he might end up just parking that thing and then, yeah, he's going in and into the wall. Says my night's done. This track is tough. Lucas Oil. Not for everybody. Got Ben Stevens, he's hanging on the third. Sellers back here in the fourth place spot. Westwood hanging on the fifth. Hartnett, he's right there in sixth. Iverson, if that's what you can call him. I hope so. I hope that's right. He's there in seventh. Nice. Yost. And Jason, I hope I say this right. Cracky. Probably not, but apologize out there, Jason. Let me bring it up there and let y'all have a shot at it out there in the chat. What do y'all think? Last name. Kratky. Got the Team Watson out there. Good. And Mikael Jones always said, Mike Jones. Yeah. Back in 10th. Cody got his new paint job looking good, sporting the green one. Kevin Martin. Glad he spoke up because I can reset my straight and paints. I guess I'm about to do that every time. But it's still all this man out front, the owner here. Spartan Sim Racing League. He's got the Sim Racing Graphics. Spartan Sim Racing Graphics, that is. Looking to get your paint jobs done. Check those guys out. Holloman, Blair. Down on the inside. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Is he going to take it? Going to try it. Oh, he's not able to get it. Oh, he shoots it in that turn, but you got to be careful. You want to overdrive the turn. Drive that turn, next thing you know, out of the turn, spinning. Still a battle. He looks to be a tad faster, but not 100% fast. Ooh, almost got clipped right there by Stevens. Ben Stevens closing in the gap there a little bit. It looks like you're going into the turn, you can gain some, but coming off, you got to be very careful here. Kind of a flatter style track. It reminds me of New Hampshire a little bit. New Hampshire's kind of a flatter style track in the turns. You got to be careful coming off the turns with the throttle. I mean, if you try to just jab down on the throttle before that thing's kind of straight, it'll bring you on around. But then going into the turn, it does throw you up the track. So it reminds me of the New Hampshire track. Stevens right there in third. Seller's trying to move up. No, I think what is going to have to happen here is either, bump and run. Could happen. Or the guy in the front's got to make a mistake. Which again, could happen. Dave right now holding his own. That outside spot. Alleman. He's trying. Alleman is trying everything he can in the Oreo mobile. Try to get it out there. He's also got Stevens on his back bumper. He makes a mistake like that, and that was close. Oh, good heads up by old Steven. Ben could have easily ran him over. So yeah, good heads up by Stevens there. How things can happen quickly on this track. It's going to be more of a track position style track right now. Sellers. He's there. Westwood. Paint job on him. Oh boy, here we go. Ben going to get him. Ben got a good run, and I think he's going to as he stuffs the cookies into the wall. Man, Holloman. Holloman slipped up a little bit. Now he's got Sellers all over his back bumper. Oh, man. Just like that. Turn of events. Sellers trying everything he can. Good race so far, old Dave. Out front leading it here tonight. Spartan Sim Racing League Truck Series. Presented by Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. You're looking to get your truck looking good like some of these trucks out here, check out the Sim Racing Graphics. Look at the run and the bump. Sellers, though, he had to get out of it. He had too much oomph going in that turn. Probably would have went up the track. Could end up wrecking both of them. But, man, he looks a little faster than Holloman. See it right there. Looks way faster. Taking a bite out of the cookies on the back. Has to back off. Try to get another run going. See how tight the trucks get going into the turn. And you know, the only way to really battle that is just back the turn up. Easy in, fast off. You can just see they get tight. Kind of let off that gas way earlier, hit the brakes, like let off now. On the brakes, yeah, it's just a little bit tight. Just kind of let it coast, back on the gas now. Gas, let off. Yeah, he was a lot better that time. A lot better. Into the gas, gas, all the way. Let off. And see, if you back that turn up, I'm gonna tell you what, one, you're gonna save tires. Two, I guarantee you're gonna gain on those guys in front. It's kind of what it looks like. A track like this could be a little bit conservative, I think. You don't have to be, if you're over aggressive, I think you're gonna pay for it. You don't want the guy to get too far in front of you, but I think you'll be fine if you are a little bit conservative. Kind of style race I used to like driving because I was a little bit more on the conservative side. Been a solid one though so far. Uh-oh, Dave blinked. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Our leader just blinked. Our leader just blinked. Uh-oh, did he just have a connection issue? Are you kidding me? You know, iRacing has been having connection issues a lot here lately, and our leader... Wow. You want to talk about a turn of events. Our leader in a disconnect, dominating the race. You want to talk about heartbreak? That's a heartbreak. Wow. Do you want to... I want to get confirmation that he did, unfortunately, just disconnect. That's, man. You know, we are on a virtual world. It happens. It's almost like a tire going flat, motor blowing up. Done for the night. Matthew Huggins and our leader, Dave Hughes, was out front. Unfortunate for him. I know iRacing Man here tonight has been having issues. Wow. Just a heartbreaker. Hey Dave, if you're out there listening, man, let me know. Was it a catastrophic failure? Puts old Ben Stevens out front, though, with a big lead of 1.8 seconds over Blair Holloman. And Jordan Sellers, a little spread out here. Some guys might like tracks like this, some might not. Never know. It stops. First one. Okay. Pit, pit. The battle heating up right here. 4th and 5th. Diverson. Westwood. Right there. Oh, Westwood gets up in the wall. That's where you got to be a little careful here too. Guy gets up in the wall and you close that gap real quick. You can, you know, you don't intend to, but you can end up running up into the back end of him. Bad business. That's why you kind of want to stay on the inside just in case he does get up there and bang the wall. Bad boy. Did that say bad boy mowers? There he goes. He's able to make that pass. See what it is. Yeah, bad boy mowers. Okay. Nice. Art Nick right there behind him in 6. Old Jason Crack, he's there. Oh, Dave's back. It's unfortunate. Several laps down. Wow, just a turn of events on that. Back in 12th, was out front and leading it. Well, there's Cody. Up in 8th. Martin right there in 9th. Kel Jones. Calling him Mike Jones all night. That all the racers, man, didn't want him. Now that he's fast and famous, they all, man, on him. Ben Stevens still got this one on lockdown. Been a good solid racer tonight. Spartan Sim Racing League. Presented by Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Truck series here. Guys are just being patient. Round and round we go. Oreo machine right there behind them in 2nd. Sellers right there in 3rd. That's Sellers. 1, 2, 3. He's up 4 spots. He's the hard charger right now. Other than Cody back here in 3 and Martin back here in 3. They're the only other 2 hard charger. Sellers up 4, so been able to come through the field a little bit, just chopping at them one by one. Unfortunately, 1.6 seconds back for 2nd and 4 seconds back from the lead. Battle going on behind him. You can see Dave's coming back through what those new tires will do. Just an unfortunate. I said he got disconnected almost like a blown motor. Maybe it was a couple flat tires. They came in, had to fix it. He had a battery issue, that's what it was. Battery on his truck died. Dave Fuge, right here. Junior, that is. Rob Yost Jr. Dave right there in the news tires, he's wanting to close in the gap. He's going, I gotta go, gotta get back on the lead lap, I gotta get laps back. Don't want to overdrive the truck too much though, get yourself in trouble. And I know the frustration out there dominating this race, man, could have had this thing, and all of a sudden just tragedy strikes. You never know. It's racing. The bad thing is he's got to get around Yost and Jones if caution does fly in order to get back At least maybe one of those laps. Oh, he's quite a few laps now. Stevens, right now. Heilemann. Oh, he got the Oreo sideways. Must put some milk under the tires. Woo! Thing was spinning. Still holding on to second though. Ellers still back 1.8 seconds back. Good race all around so far. Sellers there, Heilemann. Ben Stevens out front leading it. It's this battle right here around 4th, 5th. Actually, excuse me. 5th, 6th. Westwood. Cracky. Oh! All right there, Westwood. Did you know what to go on there? You're a little bit faster than I am, Jason. Had to move it out of the way. We are trucking along here. Almost get about halfway here in a couple more laps. Here tonight, Spartan Sim Racing League Truck Series. Then by Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Will look good like these guys on the track. Check them out. Westwood's there. Art Nick. Evan Martin. Cody Curran. Hale Jones. Rob Yost. That man Stevens. Here comes Dave. He said, I'm going to get one of my laps back at least. Buried in a hole, unfortunately with technical difficulties tonight, was out front leading from the start. Oh boy, Stevens getting a little bit of sideways. Some more pit stops. Looks like they're going to be a one stop here. All right, Stevens out front. He's just lapping the field right now. We got 7 trucks on the lead lap. Putting them up, knocking them down. Well, Cody says it's time to come into pit stop. Sellers on pit road. Yeah, they're going to make this a one-stop here tonight. We're past halfway here. Ratley right now holding on to third. Westwood right in fourth. Hartnick up our fifth. Martin sixth. Ghost right there in seventh. Dale Jones holding on to eighth. Diverson, he's there in ninth. Sellers up, he's in 10th. 6 car trucks on the lead lap here. Stevens right now, dominant machine out here. Got it on lockdown. He has a 4.73 seconds over the second place and a huge 12 seconds here over third place. All right, pit stops for the leader. Stevens on pit road. We're 3 wide back here. Guys on new tires, guys on old tires. Woo, hang on to it.
Yellow flag.
Oh, caution out. What we got? Cody. See what happened here. Cody Curran in the green machine there. Just lose it coming out of the turn. Yep. A little bit too much gas. Running around. Looks good. Well, that kind of helped out here. So first caution of the night. Yeah, boy, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, pace cars back in, going back green. First caution of the night here. 70-some laps.
Green.
Bad. Everybody's got 4 tires fuel. Back at it again. Steven says, boom, I had a big lead. I got to keep that lead again. He does. He gets to jump back out front. Oh, little contact racing going on back in the back here. Man. Like it. That's what the short track's all about. Beating and banging, trading paint. It's getting so tight. Going into turns, and look at that. Boom, boom. Well, use up the whole track to make that pass. Holloman does. Trying to see if he can't come through the field. He was up to second there for a while. Westwood hanging on to second, though. Whoa, truck way off on the backside back here. That's Sellers. From where he's going. Racetrack's up here, buddy. I'm down out on the infield. I know the hot dogs taste good, but hey, I'm down. Stevens out front. Right there with him. Got 40 to go here. Getting down to the closing laps here with Ben Stevens. Westwood out front. Jason right there. He's hanging on the third. Holloman, though, trying everything he can to get up out of that third place spot. Diverson hanging on the 5th back here. Who's your favorite driver out there? Who you rooting for, pulling for? You're not pulling for. Got Yost hanging on here to 6th. That caution jumbled the field up just a little bit. Oh, Art, he's hanging on back to 7th. Feller's there in 8th. A little back and forth racing going on. Feller's the one who just took that ride off down on the inside. Grass. Wild ride that is. Been this man dominating. Uh-oh, we got a battle back here around third. Here we go. Boy, Holloman is on a move. Jason right there behind him in fourth. Didn't want to fall off the pace too much. Not a lot he can do so far. Been a pretty good, clean race here tonight. Only one caution. It went like about 72 laps. 71, 72 laps before the caution flew. We're a lap here at 86. Getting close to about 30 to go. On by quick. Steven still the dominating truck out front. Westwood there in second. Holloman right here up in third. Crafty, he's hanging on to fourth. Barely though. This man wants that inside. Boomer button boxes. What was that? Well, they made back 1960s. Guess if you're looking for a good button box, check out the Boomer button box. At admin box also. Oh, he got slipped up a little bit. Let's go back to Rob Yost. Got a battle going on here with Nick. This is for 6th, 7th, and 8th place spot. All three of them trucks lined up nose to tail. Oh, just like that in the wall. Western Auto going to take it on the inside. And is he going to hold it? Going to hold? Hold. He got it. Good job. Good job. Art Nick right there. Job on the inside. All Ben Stevens out front though. Westwood, Holloman, top three. Crafty hanging on the fourth. Iverson, he's right there in the 5th place spot. Dead. 29 to go in this one. Now we're getting down to the part where, see what these guys can do. Rob Yost, right there with him. Sellers, little ride inside there for a bit. Oh, battle right here. Feller says, I'm going to try to get it from Yost. Just to drive on the inside unless the guy on the outside makes a mistake. Unless you're willing just to drive it in that turn. Getting a bite off the turn is the issue. Sometimes going in too because the truck gets so tight. Saw it right there. He probably had to get out of it. Wow. And in front of them, they got a battle going on. Oh, got turned. Never mind. Wow. We saw that one. Let's see if he come up just a little bit. Side by side coming out of the turn. They just got together, a little racing incident. Boom, hard in the wall. Mike hit it. Ouch. Wow. Caution, just like that. 25 to go. On the caution here. Only 2 tonight. Really good race. We'll be right back. We'll step away, take a quick commercial. Be back in a few.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, that makes everything a lot better.
All right, getting set to go back green here. Lights off on the pace car. Stevens out front. Very nice.
Green, green, green.
Back green, it's all Stevens out front. Gonna leave those guys behind him to battle it out. He starts really benefit the leader here. Gonna get out there in that clean air. 20 to go here. Getting down to the final time. They're back there 3 wide battling. Holy cow. Oh, made it work. Good job. Jones and company right there. So, does anybody got anything for Stevens out front? You can't let him get that big lead again. If not, it's all done. So does Holloman have what it takes to catch him? Holloman right now trying to see if he can't track down the leader. Nobody's been able to do anything with. Eller's right there. Remember earlier on? He had a little scare. Well, he's back up here to third. Trying to take second. And he does. Wow, just like that. Gone. Very nice. Get down to final laps here. think Sellers knows, man, he can't let Stevens get a big lead or it's done. Last lap, though, is a little bit off the pace. Stevens out front. And a 99 to an 02. I mean, they're close to each other. Couple hundreds. See what it is this time. .24. Oh man, I tell you what, Sellers closed the gap up big time that time. And then lost it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, he had a good run and lost a lot. Up 7/10 right now. Holloman hanging on back here to third. Westwood, he'd like to get up there in that third place. Got 13 laps to do it in. On a track this small though, 13 laps will go by, boom, just like that. Done. Westwood riding along with him here. Kyle. Ghost right behind them. Bartnick back in sixth. Dale Jones. Facing Crafty. Mike Stiverson. Cody Curran. That's your top 10. Been this man all, pretty much, not all night, because Dave Hughes, he was leading it earlier and had technical difficulties. Unfortunate with his truck. Got him in a hole. Ended it over here to old Ben. Ben's been the man. Rest of the way. Sellers driving hard right in a wall. 10 to go. Less than 10 here. Ben Stevens, Jordan Sellers. This is what it's about. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight, Truck Series, presented by the Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Want to look good on the track? Like old Ben Stevens looking good right now. Check out Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Need a promo video. Holloman. He looking good with the Oreo machine. Westwood trying to close in though. He's just running out of time. 7 to go here. Goes by so quick on these short style tracks. Go inside with him. Go cockpit. See what it looks like, man, wheeling this thing. Fighting the wheel or anything. We know the trucks get tight. Looks smooth so far. Good right there. They're letting off the gas a lot later than I thought they would. You can see them. Right here. I would probably start letting off now. Letting off. They're driving in a lot further in. Look at Stevens, what he looks like driving in. You know, he's letting off a little bit further back. Dave right now, under fire. That's all. Whoa! Drove right on the back end of that one. Back in the gas, let's see if that's all right here. Bad. Just keeps going this way. He's got 4 to go. When your heart, man, picks up, heart rate picks up, hair starts, man, hanging out. Going, don't want anything go bad. Don't want anything to happen. Don't want to hit nothing. Want to have no man mess ups. Got a good lead, almost a second. in the bag. Pretty much, anybody can lose it, be me. Stevens is there. Sellers.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, caution. We'll talk about going bad to worse, Dave. Hopped on the track. Oh, come on, Dave. I think we could have put that one in pit road. I think that's frustration. Well, that's gonna put us on a green-white checker. Although I think Dave could have just drove that one into pit road if he was just gonna like disconnect. Frustrating night for him so far. All right, let's make it interesting. White checker. Ain't nobody coming in the pit. Not the top guys. Maybe back in our 7th place spot you might. Why not? Get some new tires and maybe come through the field. Pick up a couple spots anyways. All right. Been a thriller so far here. Stevens, Sellers. Now we'll see. Stevens needs the start of his life on this one. Don't spin the tires. And you see Westwood? Mark back there. They went in and got tires. Sure, and I'll say that's smart on their end. I mean, they got to be careful coming through the field. They can pick up, man, 3 or 4 spots if done right. So it could pay off for them. Whew, here we go. You might check it attempt number 1. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight, Truck Series. Light's still on the pace car. Who y'all think's got this one? I think if Stevens gets a good jump on the start, doesn't spin the tires or anything like that, and gets out front like he's been, I think he's good. Because Holloman's going to be right there with Sellers. And they're going to battle. That's what Steven needs. If Steven spins the tires and Sellers stays right beside of him, it might be a different case here. Then you can bring Holloman up to the mix. All depends on this start, I think, that Stevens gets. High velocity machine. Lights off on the pace car. Getting set to go back green. Hopefully for the final time here. Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight, Truck Series. Then by the Spartan Sim Racing Graphics. Pace cars in. Lights on the track. Getting set. Green-white checkered attempt 1. Stevens, yeah, he gets backed it up. Wow. Ooh, truck on the wall up there. If they make it to the white flag, it's over with. Didn't matter, they all could wreck. Look at that, dive into the turn. Sellers gets hit. Put up the track. Boom, they're crashing in the back.
The yellow flag
Not gonna happen. Can't make it to the yellow flag. Wow. We saw that one. Sellers, man, back here was battling with Holloman. Those two just went door to door with each other. Sellers drove it in, got a little piece on the end. Boom, in the wall. Next thing you know, not happening. Ouch. Remember I told you about Westwood? Look at that. Missed everything, and it paid off. And so did Yost. Unfortunately, Curran didn't get so lucky. But Westwood might be the one here you might need to watch out for, because he's got brand new tires. And this, wow, yeah. This might have just played into the hands of Westwood. He's got over 20 some lap newer tires, and he's going to use them. Oh boy. Stevens is going to have to run for his life. As Westwood should be able to put that truck anywhere he wants. And if he can drive up underneath Holloman on the restart and get around him quick, Stevens is in trouble. I think Stevens might be in trouble. He's going to have to block for his life. It all depends on how well Westwood can run with those new tires. We'll see. I mean, he's sitting good with the new tires. Mikel Jones back in fifth there with newer tires also. It's going to be interesting. Yep, number 2. Got 3 attempts at the green-white checkered. Whew. Can you feel it? It's about to get interesting. So I said last time, Stevens has to get a huge start. Don't spin the tires. Same thing. I think he needs to get a huge jump and pray that Westwood does not clear Holloman back here very quickly, because he'll end up running him down with about 1 lap to go if they make it to the white flag, that is. Then he's going to have to probably block for his life. Pace cars in. Here we go. And Stevens, hold them off. Holloman got anything, or is Westwood with those new tires going to steal the show here tonight?
Green, green, green.
Stevens has been good on the start all night long. And look at Westwood. Just able to go into the turn with those new tires. Look at that. Yeah. Don't want to use them all up. Holloman's still going to battle on the outside. Kyle Westwood there, though. That little slip might have gave enough with a white flag. Doesn't matter. Truck's in the back dying. 2 more turns. I don't know if Westwood's got enough time. He's not quite close enough. Stevens is probably going to hold him off. Look at Westwood drive off in the end turn. Just not going to be quite close enough. I think when he hit that wall, if it had been a little bit closer. But Ben Stevens is going to hold it off here tonight and win it. Man, what a race. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautifully done. All right, let's bring some of these guys down here and get a word with them. Blair, Joanne the Booth, you got a copy? Blair, Joanne the Booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, you was able to hang on there to third. That was a wild one, though. It just looks like those new tires there, Westwood, got you at the end. But how's you feeling at this track?
This track's pretty fun. I know it looks quite deceiving that there's more than 2 grooves, but realistically, that middle way of the track's actually the apron in the corner. But it was, all in all, it was a pretty fun evening. I hit that wall pretty early in the race when the leader came up, and I knocked every bit of the steering offset I had out of the truck. So I was running straight up the rest of the race. We had that first pit stop, and it's like, you have 55 seconds of damage. I'm like, well, that's not getting fixed today. We'll just see what happens.
Well, I tell you what, still got out here third tonight, man. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my teammate Yosti, well, and Jordan and Dave as my teammates. But the 2 sponsors are normally on a truck. I know tonight's an LOA for paint schemes, kind of cool. But usually I got a Holloman Napa Auto Parts with my cousin Tad, and ACR Auto Core Recycling with my buddy Brian Lefevre. And pretty much those are the 2 buddies of mine that like to see me race from time to time here.
There you go. It's old Blair, man, looking good, coming home in third. Well, this guy tried. He got close. Kyle, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, Joe. How's it going?
Well, pretty good, man. I'll tell you what, you had the great pit strategy, had the tires there. I think maybe just that little bit of bobble that you had to do when you passed Blair might have cost you a little bit of time. Maybe one more lap you'd have had it, but you definitely had the pit strategy.
Yeah, it was unintentional, I guess. I guess you could say that. I thought I was in trouble when I pit there and nobody followed me. But then I got kind of that lucky timed caution. Fell right before Ben took the white flag. Gave me one more opportunity. Not going to lie, I'm a little upset that I let that one go. But Ben did a great job, even on those old tires, at keeping up the momentum. And like you said there, when I passed when I passed Blair there, got a little loose off the corner, and I think that's all it took.
Yeah, I mean, you were coming back. I mean, I knew the new tires were going to be the key, but it was all about, could you get there in time? Just time was the issue. But hey, had a fast truck, got second. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody first of all who puts on the league. So Jordan, Dave, Ben, all the other admins, sponsor Sim Rap Market, and of course you up in the booth for putting on a great show.
Well, there you go. It's old Kyle, man, doing what he needed. But old Ben here held him off. Ben, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I got to ask, how nervous was you on that restart?
Which one?
The last one there. I mean, you had Westwood right there on those new tires, and I knew if he could get to you, it was going to be tough for you to hold him off with those newer tires. But that little slip that he had was all you needed, and then just ran out of time. But definitely still had a fast truck all night long.
Oh yeah, for sure. Those last couple restarts were kind of nerve wracking anyway, because I just wanted to get the biggest jump that I could there on those restarts. And luckily I was able to get away there on that last start, even with Westwood on his new tires. And when he had that little bit of a bobble, that kind of gave me that gap there. I think if we would have had another lap, he could have very well gotten to me. But all in all, a lot of pace for sure. It kind of sucks what happened to Dave at the start. I was actually going to be excited trying to race him for the lead there.
I saw that. Did it have a disconnect or something?
I think so. He just went up and disconnected. It came out of nowhere.
Well, like you said, man, had a great truck. I mean, how was he feeling? I mean, was tires really an issue here?
I think so. Like if you use them up at the start, just like a lot of tracks, you use them up at the start, you're gonna hurt on the back end. So I was kind of I always like running as low you can go. Obviously you can't run low on this track. You can run the middle, but you can run the middle here and be able to be smooth with it, and you save your stuff that way. And I think that was what helped me the most part there to get out that big lead early on.
They definitely got a masterful one planned tonight and then put you in victory lane. You got anybody you want to thank?
Oh, just thank you for Dave and all them guys giving me the opportunity to be here and race with these guys every week. This place is always a lot of fun racing with these guys. And of course, Thank you for the broadcast.
Hey, well, there you go. Ben Stevens dominating it here tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. A thrilling one here. It was a good one. I got to give credit off to the guys here at the Spartan Sim Racing League here tonight. For myself and everyone, have a good night.